in session. We indicated at 10:10 that we would make an announcement by 10:30 whether or not we are going to issue a decision today or whether we're going to follow up in writing. It's now 10:25. The chair would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that the Board of Elections of Logan County deny the protest petition of Mr. Iven against Mr. Stahler's candidacy as an independent.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second it.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. We will take a roll call vote. As to the motion to deny the protest, Mr. Fuller?
Aye.
Ms. Lentz? Ms. Clark?
Aye.
And while I'm not required to, I will issue my vote to show the position of the board. I also vote in favor of that. It is a 4-0 vote to deny that protest. I'm going to read onto the record something we've already indicated to our court stenographer that we want a written transcript provided to us, so this will all be memorialized there. We reserve the right to issue a more formal follow-up decision, but here is our decision. As stated earlier when the hearing began, we had previously certified and approved the candidacy petition of Ben Stahler as an independent candidate for president of Bellefontaine City Council. Today's hearing was on the protest filed by Bernerd Iven to that petition. He questioned the status of Mr. Stahler as an independent candidate, and requested that we decertify that petition. The hearing was set for today. Both sides presented evidence. Both sides gave us what they wanted us to review and consider. The Board of Elections heard all evidence, considered all statements and testimony. We listened to arguments of counsel and of parties. We were also guided by a written memorandum of advice or instruction from our county prosecutor, who is our legal representative. We especially considered what we consider to be the most directly on point and relevant Ohio Supreme Court cases. Specifically, we referred to the Ohio Supreme Court case in 2019, State ex-rel law, LAW, versus Trumbull County Board of Elections, 157 Ohio State 3rd 280, 2019 Ohio 3724. We also reviewed and considered a 2011 Second District Court of Appeals case, State ex-rel Livingston versus Miami County Board of Elections, 2011 Ohio 6126. The starting point in our consideration is that election laws say that we should construe liberally in favor of candidates for public office. That is also a citation to an Ohio Supreme Court case, State ex-rel Allen versus Warren County Board of Elections, 115 Ohio State 3rd 186, 2007 Ohio 4752. The burden of proof on today's hearing was on the protester. The protester must show by clear and convincing evidence, a standard much greater than the preponderance of evidence in normal civil cases, that the petitioner Ben Stahler acted in bad faith. There was not a burden on Mr. Stahler to show us that he acted in good faith, but a burden on the objector to show that he acted in bad faith. We did not receive any such evidence. We are told by the Ohio Supreme Court in the Trumbull case that party affiliation, A, is purely a matter of self-identification. B, that self-identification is subject to change. C, that previous registration or political action does not control our determination. D, that prior voting history alone does not control our determination. And E, that the motives for disaffiliation are not the relevant consideration upon which we base our decision. Testimony was elicited and heard from two witnesses today, the objector Bernerd Iven and petitioner Ben Stahler. The objector specifically, in the most relevant portion of his testimony, stated, in response to the question, Mr. Iven, are you aware of any partisan position or action taken by Mr. Stahler after he announced as an independent, stated, no, I am not. Mr. Stahler himself stated that My thoughts are a salad bar of issues on both sides of the political spectrum. Additionally, Mr. Stahler's history shows that he has been a Republican candidate, a Democrat candidate, and that he has served in nonpartisan positions, all of which is supportive of a person who now tells us he is independent and gives us a basis to believe him when he tells us that he is an independent candidate. While Stahler attended a Republican function in close proximity to the Lincoln Day dinner, in close proximity to his petition, it was merely as an attendee. There is no evidence presented today that he was an active participant, and in fact, the testimony was that anyone could attend those meetings. Suggestions by the protester that he made a supportive contribution that night is contrary to the facts, which are that people pay for the right to attend the dinner. It does not show a support of the party to pay for your dinner. So, we start with the premise that Mr. Stahler told us and asserted that he signed his nominating petition on April 1, 2025 as an independent. The Board of Elections accepted that. We certified his petition. He also testified himself that he has not taken partisan position or action since he told us he was an independent. No evidence was presented by either side to show that he is not independent, that he acted in bad faith, nor that he has taken partisan activity since the time he told us he was an independent. We accept his word. We overrule the objection. Mr. Stahler's petition for candidacy remains certified.